Yeah, that's a rooster. Hello, Big Daddy. Aren't you pretty? Are you the bravest guy in the world? I just don't want to get wet. Tried to get it. It was after the fact, though. Another one's coming right behind you. Look at this beauty. Hello. Hello. Are you having a snack? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Probably think there's some food involved, but I don't have anything to give them.
Yeah, he might take that. Hey, why did you cross the road? Hey, why did you cross the road? Huh, the mystery continues. Why did you cross the road? There we go.
You're so smart. Thank you.
What's up, YouTube? This is Holly Homebody and my sidekick Trip. And I'm a reluctant traveler. Don't like to travel. Trip is a travel lover. And so this is my reluctant travel guide to today. We were in Antigua. So if you like this, you can click subscribe down below. If you don't like it, I don't care. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna interview Trip. Hey Trip, so tell us the pros and cons of Antigua.
Charming coastal city. Our excursion was swimming with the stingrays, and that was much better than I thought. It was really fun.
Okay.
And these stingrays, you know, are some of them are 5 feet, most of them are about this big, and you go, you know, maybe half a mile out into the ocean. It's about the water's about up to here, 5 feet deep, and they give you squid. And you hold the squid, and you got to make sure you hold them and keep your thumb down so the rays don't bite your thumb or suck your thumb up into their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's kind of cool. And so you hold the squid out, and these stingrays come up, and literally their mouth is on the bottom, and they have a vacuum for a mouth. They just suck food up, and they suck that squid up there, and that's kind of cool. And you get to touch them, and they have a very sleek skin, which you can imagine. That's one of the reasons they're so agile in the water. So that was it. There were a lot of other fish around. We were in a group of about 15 people or so, and yeah, so that was probably the best part. Yeah.
Okay. Pros and cons on Antigua for me were I got to see some native plants that are producing food, which is something I'm very interested in. So I got to see papaya and tamarind and some other things, some cherries and whatnot. And then also the place where we went to visit the stingrays had chickens run around and roosters and stuff, so that was kind of fun. I liked that we weren't on the water the whole time because we got to see the inside of the island, and I talked to a fellow who's native from there, and he was talking about all of the damage that was done to Barbuda with the storms that went through, and he said, you know, it's just been devastated, but they're trying to build back. There's only a couple of thousand people who live on there now. And so anyway, I enjoyed talking to the people who were from there. They're very prideful of their home, which was great. And then some of the negatives were, you know, there's just a lot of poverty that you really, you know, it really touches you when you see how people are living. And then on the flip side of that, you know, somebody will have a very modest home, but they're in vibrant colors. Like it's kind of a thing there in Antigua where they just paint their houses these crazy colors. So that was kind of fun for me. But anyway, I enjoyed being in Antigua. I'm a little travel weary at this point. So it was nice to be on land. I did not get in the water with the stingrays just because I just didn't want to have wet clothes on again yesterday. So anyway,
Oh, talk about
that's about it. What?
when you people in Antigua don't trust banks.
Oh,
and
yeah. Interesting fun fact. So our guide was telling us that they're very distrustful of the banking system. And so they create these boxes, which is just like a group of people who get together and they put money in the box. And you can use that money, like let's say somebody wants to buy a car, you put your own money in the box, and then at the end of the year or the period of time that they're collecting, you get all your money back. But it's a way for people to be able to borrow from each other as opposed to borrowing from the bank, and there's no interest or anything like that. But it's also a little way of kind of putting money away for a rainy day. If you want to make an improvement on your house or buy a car or something like that, you're putting money aside, and you get it at the end of the period that is agreed upon. So
And people that build their homes, they build it in stages. Remember?
Right. So people will build whatever they can afford, and then as their family grows or as they're able, they expand their home. So sometimes a home will look like it's half done, but in reality, they're just waiting for the next expansion or money to be able to expand.
And I also thought it was interesting that our tour bus, which had 7 people on it, the tour guide stopped at a sign. Remember the billboard?
Yeah, a billboard.
There were 6 leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? 6?
Yeah, maybe.
6 leaders. But anyway, we spent an inordinate amount of time there, and I was just wondering if the government requires that of these tour guides to stop at that billboard and point out those 6 leaders and spend an inordinate amount of time talking about these 6 leaders, which was kind of cool. It's interesting, but you know, you're only there for a short period of time. We probably spent 10 minutes pulled at the side of the road to talk about these.
I think she was just really proud.
Oh, well, you may be right about that.
She had a flag with her and everything,
right.
you know?
She was adorable.
She was adorable.
She was
All right, that was way long enough. 4 minutes and 13 seconds. I may have to edit that. All right, whatever. Peace out.